Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's guided meditation. My name is Jess Dugan, and I will be taking you through several iterations of meditation. And the first one we'll start with is pranayama. And pranayama is breath work, and that's going to just help us clear our mind and drop into our bodies. If you're new to pranayama, feel free to take your time warming up to whatever I'm instructing. If you need to take a break and tune into where you are just to feel out how it's landing for you, you're welcome to do that. That applies to all of the practices we're going through today. So after the pranayama, we'll do a little bit of movement, and then we'll drop into a yoga nidra practice. And yoga nidra is a form of deep guided meditation that works at the brainwave level of our psychology. And it works by lowering our beta waves, which the beta waves are the waves that are most active right now in this moment. And it increases our alpha, theta, and delta. And these are the waves that are part of our subconscious mind, as well as our deep sleep state and the dream state. So people that have high theta waves are often inventors and artists. So by increasing our theta waves and decreasing our beta, we get to put a spotlight onto the dream state, the subconscious mind, and work with the subtle realms of ourselves. So it's really cool, and I'm excited to share it with you. Great. How's that sound? Good?
Awesome.
All right. So for our pranayama, we're going to be doing nadi sudhi, which is alternate nostril breathing. And we do this to bring more oxygen into the body and to help alleviate the stress in the nervous system and balance the right and the left side of our brains. And in order to do that, you start by making a fist with your right hand. Yeah, there you go. Great. And then release your right thumb and then your last two fingers. Okay. And then we'll start by covering our right nostril and then exhaling the breath out the left nostril. And then covering the left nostril and releasing the breath through the right. And then inhale through your right. Cover your right and exhale through your left. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. Inhale through your left nostril. Cover the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through your right. Cover your right and exhale through your left. Inhale through the left. Cover your left and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right nostril. And cover the right and exhale through the left. And continue moving through this at the rhythm of your own breath. Right? Finding here the space between thought and judgment. So you might already sense that you've left the chitter chatter of the mind and your focus has gone primarily on the inhale and the exhale, moving in and out of the body. Right? And we're bringing the breath all the way down into our belly and allowing the belly to expand. Right? A lot of us do chest breathing. People that experience stress and anxiety often have a hard time bringing their breath all the way down to the belly. And so deep breathing also is activating our parasympathetic nervous system, and that puts the body into the rest and digest state. And so this is a really cool tool you can pull out wherever you are at any time. It's like your little anti-anxiety in your back pocket, right? So as you're working this breath, know that you can bring this into your daily life. Alternate nostril breathing also bounces the left and right side of the brain. and the masculine and feminine energies in our operating system. And the left side of the body is associated with our feminine being, and the right side is associated with the masculine being. Yeah. So once you've released your exhale on the left side, and there's no need to speed up to get there, we'll complete with that. So wherever you are in this process is great. Yeah. And then we'll just do a couple movements before we get ready to lay down in our guided meditation. Right? We'll take the arms up over the head. Let the palms face in towards one another, right? And then draw your rib cage over your hips. Relax through the shoulders and extend through the side body. So you're lifting up out of your hips here. You might feel your lower abdomen turn on, right? Spread through your fingers. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, bring your elbows down, drawing them in towards one another. Press your heart through and lift your chin so your throat opens slightly. Cactus arms. Inhale the arms up over the head. And then exhale, take the arms back down, elbows draw in. Your shoulders are pulling towards one another on the back as your heart presses through. Inhale, arms lift. And then exhale, release, elbows down, draw in, press the heart through, lift chin, open the throat. And then inhale, arms up overhead. And then on your exhale, you're going to take your arms behind you, hands come to the floor. The heel of the hand is facing your knees. And again, we're pressing our heart through, arching the spine, lifting the chin, opening the throat, full breath in. And out. Inhale up to center. Bring your hands to your lap. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale, lift your shoulders up to the bottoms of your ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down the body. Inhale, lift the shoulders. And then exhale, release and roll them back and down the body. Inhale to lift the shoulders. And then exhale, release, rolling them back and down the body. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work the joints in our arms, our shoulders, and our elbows. So on your inhale, take your hands out in front of you. Right, so you're extending through the arms. And inhale, opening the fingers away from one another. And exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Bring your thumb inside your palms and then wrap your hands, or your fingers rather, around your thumbs. And then make gentle rotations with the wrists in one direction. Right, and we're just moving the wrist here. So if your whole arm's involved, see if you can focus this movement only in the wrist joints. Right, there's 8 carpals that make up the wrist, like these little tiny bones. Right, so we're working those bones. And then switch in the opposite direction. Maintaining that deep inhale and exhale. Good. Then open your palms and bring your fingers to your thumbs. And inhale, fingers to shoulders. Exhale. Now we're in the elbow joint. So you're moving with your breath here, right? Your breath is guiding the movement. And then the next time you bring your fingers to your shoulders, leave your fingers here. And then inhale, open up your elbows to the wall behind you. All right, it's kind of like you're a bird and you have a wingspan. You're getting ready to fly. And again, you're just moving with your breath. And if you want to bring your torso into this a little bit, you can. Whatever's feeling naturally good to you is great. And you can go with that intuition. Good. And then releasing your hands to your lap. Inhale, take the arms back up over the head. And then exhale, release your right palm to the floor. Inhale, extend up through the left arm. And then exhale, take a side bend, opening along the intercostal muscles, which are these little muscles that support the breathing. And they're in between all of our ribs, right? So take a full breath into your side body, noticing what it's like to bring the breath into a different area in your body. Maybe on the exhale, you reach a little bit further over to your right. One more full breath in on the side. Good. Use your core to come back to center. Bring your right arm back to the sky. And then exhale, switch sides this time. Your left hand comes to the ground. Right arm extends up to the sky. And then on your exhale, you're going to tilt to the left. Your gaze can be down towards the floor. It can be up at the sky. Again, working the breath into your side body. See if you can feel the muscles between the ribs, those intercostals, contract and expand as the breath moves in and out. Great. One more full breath here. And then inhale, use that core again, come up to center. And then exhale, release your hands to the floor behind you, shoulders draw in, press your heart forward, lift your chin, open the throat. And exhale, come back to your seat. Place your hands on your lap. And take a moment with eyes closed here just to feel the impact of 15 minutes of breath and movement in the body. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? So simple too. So in preparation for our guided meditation, my invitation to you is to get really cozy and comfortable. So you can lay down for this meditation. It's almost better if you do, but you're welcome to stay seated if that's your preference. So I'm going to give you all a couple of minutes just to, get comfortable. If you need to grab a blanket or a pillow, even if you want to use the bathroom really quickly, you can take that time or this time now to do that. Yeah, step one, get really cozy. Oh. Yeah, and so for this guided meditation, we're going to be moving through the Pachakuti Mesa, which is a form of Peruvian shamanism that I've been fortunate enough to study. And the Pachakuti Mesa works with a compass of sorts. So we'll be moving through the 5 directions and working with the breath and a rainbow of colors. So feel free to really drop in here and find some relief from the day-to-day as we really activate this rest and digest state here. Okay. So go ahead and take a full breath in through your nose. Release an audible exhale. Right. Bringing yourself to full comfort level, right? And we do our best in this practice to maintain stillness, right? So if you find that you're getting uncomfortable and you need to move, before you move, notice what that discomfort might be about, right? And if you get an itch or you feel a spasm happening, also notice that. This practice is really about dropping into the body and feeling sensations, sensing our experience. And so we'll be releasing through this experience as well in a composting kind of way, right? So taking nutrients away from the experiences that are useful and releasing that of which is no longer serving us. We'll start with some scanning of the body. And take another full breath in through your nose and out through the mouth. And we'll start by bringing our awareness to the center of our forehead, and the base of the front of the neck, the right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, right thumb, right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right little finger, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder. Awareness is at the base of the front of the neck, the left shoulder, the left elbow, left wrist, left thumb, left index finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left little finger, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder. Awareness is at the base of the front of the neck, center of the chest, the right chest, the center of the chest, the left chest, the center of the chest, your navel, pubic bone, right hip, right knee, right ankle, right big toe, right second toe, right third toe, right fourth toe, right little toe, right ankle, right knee, right hip. Awareness is at the pubic bone, left hip, left knee, left ankle, left big toe, left second toe, left third toe, left fourth toe, left little toe, left ankle, left knee, left hip. Awareness is at the pubic bone, navel, the center of the chest, base of the front of the neck, and the center of the forehead. Let the next breath that comes into your body fill up the lower abdomen, right? So the space just beneath your belly button. And then the breath that follows that is going to fill up the belly, expanding through all of the abdominal organs as the diaphragm contracts. And the breath that follows that, breathe into the heart and the space between the shoulder blades, expanding through the ribs. And then breathing into the lower abdomen again. Maybe the breath jumps into your pelvis here. And the inhale breath that follows will expand through the entire belly, creating space between all of your abdominal organs. And then breathing into the heart and the space between the shoulders. And your following breath returns to the lower abdomen, your pelvis. And the following breath greets the abdominal organs and the entire belly. And the breath that follows expands through the heart, into the backs of the shoulders, and through the rib cage. And taking your awareness down the spine, arriving in the sacrum, which is this triangular bone. It's an upside down triangle in the middle of the pelvis. Your awareness creeps into the lumbar spine, starting at the base, lumbar spine 5, L5. With your awareness, you track the spine upwards, L4, L3, L2, L1. Full breath in, entering the thoracic region of the spine, your mid-back, beginning at thoracic spine 12, moving upwards, T11, T10, T9, T8, T7, T6, T5, T4, T3, T2, T1. Taking a full breath in at the base of the cervical spine. Above the rib cage here we are. Moving upwards from cervical spine number 7, C6, C5, C4, C3, C2, and C1. Full breath in at the base of the skull. Awareness moves up the brain stem into the limbic brain, the center of the brain, home to the pineal gland, the third eye, known as our connection to light and relation between worlds. Here we sense awareness, sensing awareness, awareness aware of itself. And from here, we'll work the directions of the Pachakuti Mesa, drawing our awareness to the south of where we are. The animating energy of the physical earth resides here in the south, anchored by Gaia, Pachamama. and the living embodiment of sacred reciprocity, which is the giving and receiving, and then the receiving with the giving, so that both occur simultaneously, unending in relation to one another, giving and receiving and giving, giving and receiving and giving. From the south, our awareness navigates to the west of our being, the emotional realm, the place of the heart, anchored by Mama Kia, the spirit of the moon, of which compassionate, all-embracing love is expressed. She is the ocean and the waves, and she is all of the waves that make up her ocean. The ocean is the formless, and the waves rise up, forming into her. Consciousness thus becomes the ocean when the waves are our individual thoughts. From the west of the Mesa, our awareness guides us to the north, the heavens, the spiritual realm. Take a breath of inspiration from source here. Sensing presence of Viracocha moving through the material world. Feel its light in the dark and its warmth in the cold. Then again, sensing the light in the dark and the warmth in the cold. Here we hold both experiences as heaven on earth. From the north of the Mesa, our awareness draws us to the east of yourself, the realm of intellect and ancestral wisdom, anchored with fire, symbolizing the birthing and dying, and the living and the decaying. Ultimately, that of which is composting around you and within you and around you and within you. Mastered by Inti Tata, the sun speaks as above, so below. In the fifth direction, the center, the eye of the storm, an embodiment of all that is, has been, and that of which will ever be. The full spectrum of light, otherwise known as Koichi, the rainbow. From here, the place of original wholeness, we rest in the sacred garden of our soul. navigating our way through the sacred garden of our soul. We move through the cosmic channel of the chakras, beginning with our crown chakra, violet, awakening, spirituality. Returning to our third eye center, indigo, awareness. And from our indigo awareness, we move to the throat, the space between our head and our heart, resonating in our aqua blue communication box. As the aqua blue turns green, our awareness descends down into our heart between the right lung and the left lung. Here, embracing healing love. Our green becomes yellow as we navigate down the spine into the solar plexus, home to our wisdom power. Yellow, wisdom power. Beneath our solar plexus, we move to the orange realm in our pelvis, the space of our sexuality and creativity. And finally, to the red center of our being, our sense of place in ourselves and our world, the root chakra, the house of basic trust. From violet to indigo, aqua blue to green to yellow to orange and red. Red to yellow to green to aqua blue to indigo and violet. Violet to indigo to aqua blue to green to yellow to orange to red. At the base of the spine again, you might experience a rainbow serpent navigating itself up the spine of your being from the Kundalini core to your third eye. As you breathe in and breathe out, experiencing the energetic portals of yourself, sensing each color, perhaps one more vibrant than the other. Bringing your awareness to the gravity that's anchoring your body in the floor. Noticing all 206 bones in the body anchored in the floor. And sensing 5 feet below you, and 5 feet to the left of you. Feeling into 5 feet behind you and 5 feet above you. Sense 5 feet to the right of you and again 5 feet below. And sensing 5 feet to the left of you and 5 feet behind. And feeling into 5 feet to the right of you and 5 feet above. Experiencing all of the space around you, so as if it feels like you're floating between all of the 5 feet dimensions behind you, above you, to the left, and to the right. Re-entering the body, the same way we came in, body scan. Beginning with the center of the forehead, the base of the front of the neck, your right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, right thumb, right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right little finger, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder. Awareness is at the base of the front of the neck, the left shoulder, the left elbow, left wrist, left thumb, left index finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left little finger, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder. Awareness is at the base of the front of the neck, center of the chest, the right chest, the center of the chest, the left chest, the center of the chest, the navel. Awareness is at the pubic bone, the right hip, right knee, right ankle, right big toe, right second toe, right third toe, right fourth toe, right little toe, right ankle, right knee, right hip. Awareness is at the pubic bone, left hip, left knee, left ankle, left big toe, left second toe, left third toe, left fourth toe, left little toe, left ankle, left knee, left hip. Awareness is at the pubic bone, navel, the center of the chest, the base of the front of the neck. Awareness is at the center of the forehead. Noticing where your breath is or isn't in the body. And then allowing the next breath you take to travel all the way down into your lower abdomen. And the breath that follows that will return to the belly, massaging all of the abdominal organs as the diaphragm contracts away from the ribs. And the breath that follows comes into the heart, filling up the space between the shoulder blades, leaking into the back of the neck, returning your focused breath down into the lower abdomen and the pelvis. The following breath greets the belly and the abdominal organs. And the breath that follows that expands through the heart, and space between the shoulders. The following breath returns to the lower abdomen, expanding through the lower belly. And the breath expands through the full belly, stomach, the intestines, spleen, gallbladder. And the breath that follows comes back into the heart, creating space across the chest. Allowing your breath to move at whatever rhythm it naturally takes. The practice of yoga nidra not only decreases our beta waves, but it also shuts off the default mode network. And default mode network is our sense of I, me, mine. The default network also registers threat. So it plays a big part in our trauma response. Right? And everybody has some form of trauma. So when we are eliminating this default mode network from our experience, we're increasing the likelihood that we'll experience a sense of oneness, sense of unity, a sense of love. It's the elimination of the DMN is associated with ego dissolution or ego death. So while this practice can generate a harmonious experience with the collective, it can also initiate uncomfortable feelings, right? Because it is a process of elimination. Right? It's that death occurring. It's the releasing and the letting go and the composting and the retaining of nutrients that serve and the releasing of ones that don't. So, wherever you feel at the end of this practice, however you feel in this moment, know that it's totally fine and welcome. And this practice can create a wide range of experiences. And the invitation to you from here is to explore all with curiosity. And can you hold a non judgmental stance towards yourself in the form of compassion? That all embracing love associated with the West, the moon and the ocean, Mama Kia. Can you anchor that into your being for today? Self-love, self-care, self-kindness. You can start to bring some gentle movements into your fingers and your toes. If you're completely out, you can just start by deepening your breath. Maybe letting out an audible exhale. Releasing audible sounds is a tool to break down patterning. Right? So you have something stuck internally, feel free to let out the audible exhale or scream into a pillow. Do whatever you need to start letting loose and rewiring. Right? It's the up-leveling process of the soul. If you want to take your arms up overhead and stretch to the wall behind you, maybe point your toes away. Ooh. Silly sounds are also great. And then rolling over to one side and taking the fetal position. And we'll be here for a couple breaths, so really get comfortable. It's kind of like you're going back to bed. How cozy can you get here? Resting in yourself, taking care of yourself, giving your body the opportunity to record this moment of self-care. Letting your body deepen its trust for you. We have two operating systems, some might say three. We work from the perspective of the mind, perspective of the body, and for some, the perspective of the spirit realm. And so bringing all three perspectives together and operating from the joint perspective is how we move forward in a really good way. So feel the body and the mind connected here. Perhaps feel the spirit connected too. And thank yourself for showing up to practice today in celebration of this beautiful holiday we have coming up on Monday. And then whenever you're ready, you can press your hands gently into the floor and make your way towards a comfortable seat. And you might want to keep your eyes closed and think about lifting your head up last. It's sort of like you're moving through honey to get where you're going. Yeah. We'll bring our hands to prayer heart center and touch our thumbs to our third eyes as a reminder of clear intentions. Our thumbs to our lips as a reminder of clear speaking. And our thumbs to our hearts as a reminder of goodwill in a good world. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Really grateful to the team at Urbana for their support, getting all logistics together, and for Marty and his family for bringing this to everybody in their living rooms. Thanks for participating. I hope you all found something useful out of this practice and share. I'm doing a yoga nidra and plant medicine talk and practice on 420 over at the Ganja Yoga 420 experience. So if you liked what we got into today and you want to learn a little bit more and you want to hear about the plant medicine perspective and how that interacts with this practice, check that out and we can talk more about that. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy your weekend.
Go to more.
Say thanks. Can you say thanks? Thanks. Oh.
Thanks. We can't wait. We hear more.
That's it.
I was on mute. Hi, Vicky.
Can you say hi? Yeah.
How was that for y'all?
Oh, it was awesome.
It was awesome.
We had a blast.
Great. It was so nice to have you. Thanks for including me in this. It was really fun.
Sure. Thank you, Jess. So great.
You too. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was awesome.